So can I run am I running a double live? Cause I'm live on my phone.
It don't. It's just showing this one. Oh, now it's showing yours. Now it's showing both.
So are we on a double live here? Where's Nico?
You have to. You might have got that, but hold on. I just have to figure out how to. I gotta delete. I gotta mute something. So if we're gonna use your phone value, we don't need.
Mute my phone.
You can see if people can still hear.
What if I mute my phone?
I'm saying if people hear it's big.
I'm trying to have my brother right now. Hello? Nico?
Yes.
All right. Well, found out you can't add people when you stream on the laptop. So we're going to have to find another way. We're going to go by this so that we
I
can.
figured. No.
Wait now. That's you. About to get up north back in here. You know what I'm saying?
So can I go on mute until we ready? Because
Yeah.
Sherman over here acting up.
Yeah, no, you don't got to go on mute. You know what I'm saying? Where's Sherman at? Bring Sherman to the camp. That's a motherfucking boy right there, boy.
They can hear you.
Can y'all hear me? Yeah, they can hear me.
Yeah.
I don't think you even need to keep it on. So you know, I guess.
We know they work. So
We know they were. I'm waiting for him just to come here. As long as he get here, then yeah, please. I mean, like I said, if you want to go on mute, you can go on mute. You can
What was it? Well, duh, the Q is queer.
You're supposed to.
What are
You
you
are.
asking, Sherman? What does it mean?
No, because
Say it out
first
loud.
of all, no. He's talking about I'm here for the LGBTQ, which is the queer community. Pause.
Well,
Pause. Alt. Backspace. Because let me finish. However, because I do not identify as nobody as queer. That is a white boy term. I am. It is 2023.
Part of the lingo.
And
So that letter is part of that.
yeah, that's fine. But that ain't this letter.
That's part of that activist group. So
That ain't this letter. Ain't nobody's Q.
Backspace.
Are you right now? You on your behalf speaking? Are you on the queer community side talking on their behalf, or what side are you talking
I'm speaking on Nico Dupree's behalf.
Okay. So
I'm not speaking for I'm not speaking for nobody's whole community. Like I don't even like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all like that.
I'm like,
Whoa. This is not whoa.
First Amendment. That's what he said.
You right.
I heard it.
Okay.
I'm not saying nothing wrong. Yeah.
You want to express it? Let the man express his First Amendment. You know.
Well, he needs to log in on his shit. Shit.
All right, Nico. So I mean, you want to talk about that first part?
What part? You listen. I'm here.
So what I want, what I want you to chime in on for me, please, and thank you. Walt James wants to join it. Walt Diaz, I'll bring you to the camera, sir. You want to join it? You told me you would like to. I'm gonna let you get in here. By you, once again, I know you don't fit the whole letter scheme. By you still being a part of that community, do you feel as if the LGBTQ plus is getting pushed on the younger generation and youth?
Let me let Walt go first.
What, hold on.
TaVin, I mean,
You're the
Shannon.
representative from the community.
I'm not representative for the community. Like, why are y'all saying that?
Hey, because there's a G in LGBTQ.
I thought the G was you.
All right. In defense of the LGBT community, there has been plus for those, non-binary, all of those. There has been plenty of movies since the 1950s showing transgender people. So it's been going on longer than we've all been alive. I don't think that it's being pushed as much today. I think that they capitalize on the dollar opportunity.
Transgender Biggie's video. One more chance.
I think that they jumping on that shit as a clout kind of thing. Companies doing commercials with an LGBTQ plus person in it, or saying that they back that kind of shit. It's a way to get people involved and a way to make money off of it. That's what I think that they're really doing for that reason nowadays. Not to try to turn kids, but to make money off of it.
But with that saying, though, well, you got to think about it. It's not like it's getting pushed to the adult view.
But I'm saying
let me ask a question. Let me ask a question. So in the Black household, you are taught what in regards to? Let me be respectful.
I'm gonna say in my Black household.
Hold on. Now, like seriously, in regards to in the Black household, you are taught that being gay and all the other shit is what?
And
It's not allowed.
It's not right. Okay, so
it's not
therefore,
right.
in the church, you're taught that
it's a sin.
It's a sin. All right. So growing up, that's what your view is, right? That's what your view is.
Not mine.
Dog, at the age of, if you was to tell your daddy at the age of 10 that you like niggas, you think your dad's gonna be like, oh yeah, Walter, like that's great.
No, I'm not saying that he would have did that, but I'm saying.
But you don't know that, so you don't know that. So
I'm saying that I didn't have a problem with people being that way.
Did y'all know?
But at that age, you weren't fully aware as to what a gay was. Yes, we had Lynn and we had other family members, but you weren't. But you weren't as familiar and you weren't as educated.
Yes, that is correct. That's correct. I agree with that.
So back to what I was saying. But back to what I was saying was, it was a segue. So what happens in the Black family, you already know. So
in our Black community, I don't want to speak for everybody else in the world. I can't speak for everybody else in the world.
So with that,
what's going on, Ryan?
You just like your daddy, just don't know when to be quiet.
Go ahead, yes, sir.
Thank you. So, in the Black household, are you taught about generational wealth?
Yes and no.
No, it's not yes and no. In the household, were you taught about generational wealth? Okay.
I was.
You were not taught about generational wealth. In the household, were you taught about gay?
Yeah.
That's a yes and no for us. That's
so
yes
hear me out. Hear me out, though. So think about it. Generational wealth was not talked about in the Black household
at all.
Being gay was not allowed to be talked about in the Black household. Mm-hmm. So you not fully understand these things until you became of age.
Now, can I chime in now?
Okay, yeah, go ahead, chime in.
You gotta thank Nico for us wise. It wasn't like we didn't know gay people. I'm not saying on Lynn. Hell with on Lynn because
I already said that.
But you got to think about it. We seen it in real life. Because think about it. We knew Quincy since we were kids. So it wasn't like we were unaware to this. We seen it in real life. It wasn't like we seen it. Just listen.
But what you're saying now, but you have to understand. No, I get what you're going with. It wasn't like, but it was a different generation.
So then right now,
that's why. A different generation.
Now hold on. So that's why we have the question at hand. Is this getting pushed on the younger and youth generation how it wasn't pushed on us? We've seen it firsthand in real life.
What you're not hearing and what you're not understanding is that's why I made the comparison of generational wealth to being taught the whole gay. Go ahead. About the whole gay thing. Yes, I said the whole gay thing for the gays that's watching. Because if you think about it, generational wealth was not talked about in our generation. Generational wealth is now being talked about in this generation.
Yeah.
Being black and gay and the gay shit in our community, the nigga community, was not talked about in the house. It came with age and with time and with years to the point now it is now being talked about in this generation. You know why?
Hold on now.
Because a lot of things were happening, and we know this, a lot of things happen in the black households that, lead up to, in regards to even the next topic, in regards to traumas. So you can be touched at a young age and not think it's going to affect how you look at life, how you view life, and if you want to fuck with a nigga or fuck with a bitch. I'm sorry, a man and a female. My apologies to the people.
Say the word.
So,
keep talking. Express your words.
So if you have to really think about it that way, like, all right, does that now, because I was molested, does that make me gay now? You know what I mean? So those things weren't talked about then. So now that people are actually expressing those things, hey, X, Y, and Z was touching on me. You know what I mean? So now the black the black man or woman is thinking like, okay, could that have contributed to my child, you know what I'm saying, going through what they're going through? You feel what I'm saying? That's why I use the comparison of generational wealth in regards to, and I love y'all, the alphabet community.
All right.
Because, like, it's 2023. It literally was just LGBT, and now it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Do you feel like they capitalizing on that shit nowadays more than they was back then?
A capitalization. Most definitely a capitalization.
And I think that's a big part of why they're showing it as much as they are.
And they're also showing it because, like I said, it was not talked about back then. It was not embraced on back then.
Quick question.
And a lot of kids now are coming of age, and you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I ain't never felt funny like, oh my God, I want to be a girl. No, like, dog, you got a nice piece. Like, you find a shit. Like, you just like niggas. You know what I mean?
Now,
so
quick question. These are just random ass questions. I just told myself I'm gonna ask. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you already know it. What ways it's getting pushed? Why does it seem like it's the new normal? Is this just listen to him. Just listen to him.
We can answer all these.
Yeah, it's just, you know what I'm saying. Just whatever one you feel like if you want to answer.
Can you do one question at a time then? Because it's gonna be hard to remember answers to multiple questions.
We pretty much talked about what ways it's getting pushed.
Questions.
It's big in music. Number one is music. They pushing that shit in music now. One of the biggest artists.
I'm sorry.
Is it Bad Bunny?
Oh, my bad. Because I ain't think punks could rap.
Doja Cat doesn't.
I listen to all different genres of music.
I don't know if they can see your live or they can see.
No, honestly, Walter, you're right. And Doja Cat is actually pushing it a lot too, especially the whole like gender roles. And now that she's dressing like a man, she's really, really pushing that whole thing.
People have been around for like the trans people have been around since people have been around. At one point, you could get killed if somebody found out that you was that way. It didn't matter who you liked or whatever that case may be. Just because you were different in that way, you would get killed. Exactly. Now that everybody's now they got the backing of laws and shit, making it hate crimes to even say something to somebody by calling them a he when he wants to be called a her. Everybody trying to jump on that train to get that check, get that money.
But it's not necessarily about a check. It's more so, even though everybody may not agree with it and how it's being,
Do you agree with somebody being able to identify as something that they really are not?
Yeah, because truth be told, that's not my business. Like, I know that I am a gay black man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you feel like mind you, living in Florida literally opened my eyes. Like, opened my eyes. Because I literally was, I'm from the suburbs. Like, bitch, I'm from Fairfax County. I come from money. Like, we don't do this. Like, this is ghetto. Like, bitch, yes, I think I barely do. You know what I mean? And then I got out there and it was like, damn, bitch, like, all right, you got, what they would consider me is Some people consider me Trey. Some people consider me a Bush Queen. Like, I'm masculine, but I got a little bit of femininity in me. You know what I mean? Some people are all feminine. Some people, you know what I'm saying, just want to dress like a female because that's how they feel, but they still identify as a man. So
can I say something on that point?
What about sports, where dudes identify as women and they get in sports, beating up on girls and shit?
I think it has a lot to do with hormones. I don't think it has anything to do with, oh, I was born this, but I was really born that way. It's a hormone thing. Men that crave other men have a little bit more testosterone in them. That's
have
what
a little
I think.
more estrogen in?
Oh yeah,
estrogen.
Yeah, estrogen.
That's a female. That's a female hormone. How you don't know about that, Chelsea?
What? I'm high. That's why. But
okay.
Number two.
Yeah, I'll let that one. All right, that's one. That's one. I'll let you slide. I had to say something though, because you're a female. You should know what estrogen is. Yeah,
I know what estrogen is. But the point is, a lot of people. I don't think being gay is just a choice. I think it has to do with their body, and they can't help it. It's something that you just
Like the genetics. All right.
Like, it can go down to genetics. It can go down to being, like, for instance, I think me living with Paula and me being sheltered so much and not being access to, like, the outside world contributed a lot to it. You know what I mean? But even still with that, they would tell me that, like, too, like, nigga, like, we knew you like boys, like, you was just as sassy as you wanted to be.
Population control.
Like hands on the hip sassy. Like, it is what it is, but at the same time, I knew I was gay when I was in, like, middle school. You know, I knew I wasn't gay when I was in elementary school. They just had me go hand in hand with other boys in the damn bathroom. All right, you must be my meat too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as now, y'all have to realize, and people have to understand that a lot of people was scared to express who they were and what they felt because motherfuckers was getting killed left and right back then. Like, they're getting killed now, like, by the dozen. Like, you can find out 12 trans got killed today and then another 6 tomorrow. But as far as how it's being pushed, I think they're just letting people know, you know what I'm saying? It's more aware. Like, there are people out there that like, there are girls that like girls, there are boys that like boys. So when you go out into the world in the next 10 years, you're not as surprised and you're not as ignorant as our generation was.
Okay. Thank you for that lengthy answer, sir.
Real quick, I had a comment.
Hold on. Does that make sense to you?
It did. No, it did. It made sense to me.
I understand.
I
just want to make sure I was making sense.
I had a comment that came through that says population control. They want us to stop having children. How do you all feel about that?
Nobody wants y'all to stop having kids. Bitch, we want y'all to take care of the kids y'all having.
That's a whole nother topic.
If two gay dudes can get in a relationship and have multiple kids and provide the same way that a straight couple could, what is the issue? Like, the issues are, no offense to the straight community, but motherfuckers, y'all have kids with bitches that y'all don't want to have kids with, and they get pissed off, and now guess what? It is a single family household. I mean, a single parent household. So if two gays can get together, two lesbians can get together and hold down 2, 3, 4 kids, why the fuck can't you? It's not about population control.
Now when they do that, right, and it starts off good, but then it goes the same way how a man and a female goes, what happens then?
They still understand. It's not as, trust me, it's not as bad as it is with the straight community. And I can tell you that just from people I met in Florida, like, literally. Me and Sherman was just sitting in the car talking about one of my homeboys, Funky Face, how him and his ex-wife got 6 kids. They got divorced, right? Funky Face got a nigga now. His ex-wife got a girl now.
Oh, what the fuck?
And guess what? Everybody's copacetic. It's a whole fucking family. So therefore, like, it's possible to do. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, in regards to the straight community, motherfuckers be slinging their meat everywhere or busting it wide open for any and everybody, and then get pissed off when you end up where it is. So it's not population control. Like, nah, bitch, take care of the ones y'all having first before you have more. I don't know why you got me on this damn thing.
Because I needed someone like you who knows who knows what it is and who's going to speak his mind. This nigga here, you are starting to piss me off, and we only on our second episode. Why?
Bro?
Yeah. Yeah, this nigga always comes to the camera looking like a fake mama.
Be like that, Slump. But how's everybody doing today? I don't want to interrupt, but Nico, what up, baby? Me and you gonna link. I ain't seen you in about 20 years, but we gonna link.
That's it.
That's what I just...
What was the topic? I missed the other joint because I was on the other joint looking at a screen trying to figure out who was talking.
The topic was, do you feel that the LGBTQ plus community is being pushed onto the new generation?
As far as, I mean, I do when it comes to like the cartoons, because my kids can't watch cartoons anymore because that shit fucked up. And then I seen something where they made a homosexual book. I don't feel
Thank you for pointing in.
That is like right. I'm not gonna say they forced it.
On the other one too, though.
More now than it was. Yeah, I mean, when we were,
I'll say you still logged in. Am I still logged in tomorrow?
7.
Yeah.
I'll say go on and join us.
7. You got mute yourself. Go ahead, dog.
But nah, I said, you know, when it comes to like, I don't like how they're like putting it in books and like in the ABC book, and you know how they put it on TV. But I mean, it's normal now, so I'm not gonna say they forced it. I just feel like, you know, when it comes down to it, everything is a choice in life. What you decide to do is what you decide to do. You know, I had an argument with somebody about some other stuff, but go ahead.
Now that makes sense. But how long you been watching? You hear what I had just said a couple minutes ago? All right, so what I had said real quick for even people that had just popped on was when we was younger, like we were ignorant to it. So by the time we came of age, you know what I'm saying, like, of course, Nico running around in Stonegate, he was, Lord forgive me, and I mean not Lord forgive me, but Facebook forgive me, like he was the faggot of the neighborhood. You know what I mean? We were ignorant to it coming of age. As of now, I think it's not that it's trying to be pushed, it's more so like we're educating y'all, so therefore when y'all come of age, y'all aren't as ignorant as the generation before y'all were. Y'all are going to know that there are people that are different than the person that you are now. Yes, you may be kids. These are things that you may be feeling. Because mind you, like I told TaVin not too long ago, in Chelsea and Walt was even back at Lake Ann. Like when you go to the bathroom in first, second, and third grade out there in kindergarten, it's the buddy system. You going with your same sex. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it starts there, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, well, why are you sending two boys to the bathroom together when only one of them got to go?
I never understood that either.
So it's like, let's educate y'all now. Let's let y'all know what's happening now. Like, all right, there are people that's going to be different. There are going to be boys that like boys. There are going to be girls that like girls. And it's all right. It may not be what you like, but at least you know. So when you go out into the world in the next 5, 10 years, you're not as dumb and you're not as ignorant and you're not as uneducated to what is actually happening and what's out there and what you are going to be seeing or what you may be feeling.
Well, I think it's really crazy that the schools are starting to kind of move into, wait, how do I say this? So the government doesn't care how you feel. They only go based off of facts when it comes to like when you're going to court and stuff. So I'm losing my point. The point I'm making is I need something to drink. Go ahead, y'all take over.
Yeah, I got
So.
I mean, I agree with what Ayla said. That's what I mean. I don't care what you do. I just don't prefer you try to like display it all the time. TaVin, you gotta cut your joint on if you're gonna talk.
Clown.
I had a comment come through saying it's on everything you see, everywhere you go. Yes, it's being pushed on the community. I personally don't care what people do, but you can keep it behind closed doors. I prefer my kids don't think it's normal because it's not normal. It's acceptable to some.
Okay, so how do you feel if I told you I don't want to see? Is that a female or is that a male?
It was a female.
How would you feel if I told you I don't want to see you kissing on your dude outside? Keep that shit behind closed doors.
I mean, it's like science.
That's not normal to me. It may be normal because guess what? That's what society pushed. Society pushed, and in the household was pushed. A man and a woman is in a relationship. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Like, so therefore, I'm not even finna get into the Bible because that's a whole different topic.
Cut the umbilical cord.
The doctor.
I
cut mine.
Always ask that question.
I've cut mine.
No, I'm talking about like Adam and Eve. Who cut their umbilical cord?
We digging a little too deep, me personally, but I mean, go ahead and go off, y'all.
No. We can keep on going. I always ask that question when somebody says.
I don't know who.
I don't even know.
They didn't teach me that at first.
I want to say it was us. I want to say it was us with the serpent because we're emotional. And I think we ended up falling for the serpent because in that moment we were vulnerable and we probably needed our partner, which where the fuck was Adam? Which is nothing new for some people.
He was with Steve.
Adam was gone. Adam was
Maybe. So, but yeah,
For me,
that's my thought.
I mean, I'm not homophobic. Like, I grew up with Nico. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like,
why do y'all have to use me as
you're known everywhere?
Like,
if niggas don't know,
I can't help it. Like, I told y'all when I was younger, like I was gonna be that nigga. Like, and I turned out to be that nigga. Like, I'm fine.
Only
like,
I said you
still want me.
You was the only one that kept it 100 from day one. Like, you didn't be like middle school, high school, and waited. Nigga, it was like, all right, this is what I am.
Like, and I didn't really even have to do that even in middle school and high school because everybody had made the assumption themselves. So it was like, bitch, I don't even care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even care, honestly. Y'all done.
Hold on, Nico. Hey, Lee, what was Nico known as for you back in the day?
This nigga was the double Dutch king.
Arsenio, huh?
At Dogwood.
Bro.
I used to fuck it up at Dogwood.
All right, hold on. Look.
That nigga was the double Dutch king.
Hold on. This is Nico. Watch this. She didn't believe me. Hey, look, nigga, that's my wife. Can you tell her that I was on the step team with you?
Sure was.
She don't believe that I was.
Listen, because that happened around the time it happened right before Dogwood actually burned down.
Mm-hmm.
And Dogwood burned for like 2-3 days, I think. All right, but back to the topic at hand. All right, so what they saying in the comments, I see this one girl name just keep popping up, and I can't read the fuck she's saying.
I can't even.
Because I think she was the one that's talking about her and her husband or her and her dude kissing out.
I mean, if
you
like a certain thing sexual, you do go out in the world and broadcast it now. So, oh, girl.
I mean, okay. Now this one. I mean, if you like a certain thing, do you go out in the world and broadcast it? But everybody is romantic in public, like so.
They said, do you like if you like a certain what?
It says. She said, I mean, if you like a certain thing sexually, do you go out in the world and broadcast it? No. So why do I need to know if a girl likes a girl or a boy likes a boy? I don't care. I don't want to know. But if you have a significant other, Kayla, don't you express what's the word?
So how would you know if your significant other like men or not without you going out and venturing?
Yeah, that's like contradicting what you just said.
That means so there's a possibility, I'm not saying that, I mean, let me watch my mouth. There's a possibility that your partner could like the same sex or could like other sections of the sex. I mean,
Woo woo. Woo woo. Listen, I want you all to know we express our First Amendment here. Once again, please no one get, tight over these words. Everybody is.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, and like Stephanie said, the only thing that's hitting me how cold, there's no possibility he like me. He don't even like to see that shit on TV. But guess what, my love? I'm gonna tell you this like I tell everybody. Only, truth be told, only a man knows what a man really likes. Like, you know what I mean? And only a female knows what a female really likes. Only a female can tell you. A female can tell you how she wants to eat her box, but you're not going to do it the same way that she knows a female's going to do it, because a female's going to eat her how she wants to be eaten. So if you finna suck this piece, dog, you finna like, you better suck it like you it's your own.
It's your meal, it's everything. Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
So only a man really knows what a man likes and what a man honestly wants. If y'all honestly sit down and think about it, like now hear me out, pretty lady on the bed, please don't get upset. Hear me out. There's no way possible that your girl can suck your manhood the way that you honestly feel deep down in yourself how it feels that it can be sucked or how it should be sucked.
Setting, do you? But
just like a female, like a female's gonna be like, nah, dog, like you gotta like, you know what I'm saying, move it open a little bit more. You gonna have to, like, female's not finna coach you. A female's, you know what I'm saying? You know, a bitch is gonna be like,
women need to.
A bitch gonna be like, I know how on my pussy is, so I'm finna devour. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
She says, but again, y'all were discussing it being pushed on the community as an adult. Who cares if it's an adult setting?
It's
but
not even as an adult,
just
though.
listen, do you? But if kids are around, it should not be displayed, in my opinion.
So you rather, and I say this with respect, so you rather your kids grow up in ignorance. Because
and be blind to the fact of what society.
And be blind. You rather
Muff Dog, join in this. Someone's gonna have to drop out because I need Muff Dog to join in this also. Muff Dog is a true female who I've known since a kid. Who I never seen doing that.
I can drop out. I can give him a minute. Okay.
Chelsea, come back on, please.
Okay, I will.
See if I can get Muff Dog in here. I would love.
That's like you neglecting your child of education because you don't feel like it should be displayed. Like, that don't make no sense. You may not agree with it. Like, you may not agree with it, but at the same time, it's it.
Kids are introduced to so much worse, in my opinion. Damn, Muff Dog.
Exactly. Like, people got, like, bitch, y'all live with guns in y'all houses. Y'all live with tree in y'all houses. Y'all live with pills in y'all houses. And you're worried about a boy kissing a boy? But you're not worried about Uncle Curtis over here that was touching on you when you was in your early teens and then your, you know what I'm saying, your single digits. Like, come on now. It's worse shit happening in the house than it is with two boys kissing or two girls kissing. Because if you think about it, y'all not honestly mad about two females kissing. Y'all are mad about two males kissing. And that's what it is.
That's all it is.
It's not even.
I really don't care who kissed.
That's all it is. Y'all quick to hop on the bandwagon. Oh, it's so sexy when two bitches is kissing. And you know what I'm saying? That's why they do it in porns. But then guess what? Truth be told, straight men are okay. Yeah, let me ask that. So since y'all feel in the comments, because now I'm fired up. Since y'all feel in the comments that what's up, dog?
I made it in life. I made it
What's up, y'all?
in life. Talking to Twist is one of the greatest things that's hit the fucking air. I got the legendary, one of the most legendary people I've known since a kid. Muff Dog, I don't know. Muff, you can vouch for this. I've truly never seen my older cousin right here with a man. That's me personally. And I respect.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
We're talking about is the LGBTQ plus getting pushed on younger kids and youth now more than me personally, Muff. You think about it, a lot of these people will talk about this behind closed doors. Nobody want to really speak upon it. Not speaking upon stuff of this nature has leading to deaths and higher tolls of a lot of stuff inside the community. The same way how stuff is going towards the kids nowadays.
I'll tell you.
Talk about this.
Okay, I'll tell you. My experience is probably more different than even Nico's experience because when I was growing up, like before, like it was not something that was like accepted, not even within our family. You know what I mean? Like I was even like the family like made me feel like I had to like hide who I was. Or even be afraid of who I was, Like I even had cousins tell me I wasn't in family no more when it was like brought out in the public that I was gay. They told me that like cut me off in front of everybody in school, you know what I mean, and broke my fucking heart. It's a whole different experience from that I even see Nico experience. Like people accepted Nico way more better than they accepted me. Like I was like ridiculed, belittled, and I love Nico. I'm glad that he had to go through no shit that I had to go through because that's some bullshit. But from what I see, I could be wrong. I don't really know how Nico's thing happened, but I think it's better that it's like that it's talked about because then kids know that like they know how to identify. I didn't know how to identify with who I was because people didn't want to talk about it. It was just so like
you are the devil. You are cursed.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go to.
I have people like
out of you and all that.
Even Mama treated me different than she treated everybody else because I was gay. And you know who pointed that out? Marsha. And I love Mama. We got past it, but I experienced all that. Be called dykes, all that from my own like sisters. That's how they hurt me. But you dyke, you little gay bitch, blah blah blah. It was used as like a dagger. Yeah. I'm telling you, and so like I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know how to express who I was because for one, there was nobody to talk to about it. You know what I mean? Because nobody in the family like wanted to it just wasn't accepted. It was so hard, man. And like even as an adult, it's so hard to like be who I am because for so many years I was in a shell and afraid to like show who I really was. I'm telling you, it's heartbreaking for people to feel like now that like gay people, bisexual people, whatever, should go back into this little shell of a self. No, because that's why people are killing themselves. That's why people are doing it because they have nobody to talk to, nobody to explain that. I'm gonna tell you, nobody to even explain to them that okay, what you're feeling is natural. Like what you're feeling is natural. You don't have to be afraid. You don't gotta be afraid of like your body being in contact with a same-sex body, all these different things go on, and you don't gotta bite like boys when you straight, boys and girls, you get the birds and the bees talk. We ain't get that shit. nobody explained to us, like it's no outlet. It's no outlet, for real. And it was, so that's my experience, and I don't think that it should be like hidden from kids, but it don't gotta be like just like male and female or same sex. Either one should be hidden from a kid, but it don't gotta mean it got like if you at a gathering and you don't gotta sit on your man's lap and play with his thing or do nothing like that in front of no kid. You know what I mean? Whether you're straight or gay. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. And I just feel like it don't gotta be a separation. Like you're in a relationship, It don't gotta be this is I'm gay, I'm in a relationship. No, like relationship is a relationship, whether you're fucking straight or whatever. That's my opinion. I don't know if I helped anybody, but that's where I'm at.
Hold on, Miguel. Oh no, go ahead. In fact, go ahead. I'll get the last 6 months. Go ahead. Do your thing.
It's quality control. It's population control. Excuse me.
Being gay?
So it's population control.
Explain.
That's what they said in the comments, Muff. They said it was population, and I said no, we can raise kids just like y'all can raise kids.
Yeah. I'm a better parent than half motherfuckers I know, and ain't nothing coming out of this pussy, but I guarantee you that I would be a better parent than majority of motherfuckers that we even know. You know what I mean? Cut it out. That's some bullshit. Cut it out. Quality control. Just because we gay don't mean that we don't want to procreate. You know what I mean?
So think about it. Gay relationships last longer than straight relationships.
I don't know about all that. I mean,
they do.
Last longer?
Yes. Gay. If there's a gay couple and that's been married, right? The chance of that becoming a one-parent household is likely to none.
Okay, well, so I know that I know two women that got married and they had brought the kids into a relationship and they've been separated and I've seen some that I'd be like that's my you guys are my relationship goals. But I also seen straight couples like Grumpsy and Sean that fucking outlast your mom and your dad. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it really is based on the people in the marriage. For me, how it lasts, whether it's gay, that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in separation. I don't believe in gay marriage. I believe in marriage. You know what I mean? I think if you put gay on it, that all you're doing is separating the still. If you it's gay marriage, when you say that, you're separating. You're still making it like you're bridging a gap. There is no fucking gay marriage. It's marriage. I fight for the right to fucking marry. I don't give a fuck if whatever. Ain't no gay marriage. I fight for the right to get married.
That's it.
Boom. There's no separation. When you start putting labels on shit, that's why it's separation. That's why it's gay versus straight, all that other bullshit. That's bullshit. All these fucking titles they have is bullshit. It's just fucking marriage. It's just fucking love. It's just fucking family. That's it.
I don't think that's a correlation. There's based on the people, like she said, and I'm the same. It's marriage. Chelsea. She's saying a lot. I don't know why y'all got me on here.
Hey, I was asked to join. I didn't even know. I was just scrolling through Facebook and I seen TaVin was like, Muffin. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what's up.
Muff, man, listen, I've been talking about how I want to do podcasts, you know what I'm saying? I want people like to express themselves to me. I don't know why people want to talk. Whenever I post something, think about all the wild shit that comes through if you ever look, all the wild stuff that'll come through the comments or whatever. People have no problem to express that. All right, babe. If y'all can say that on my Facebook, let's hit this live stream. Tap in with me. Let's talk about the stuff that y'all see on Facebook.
So do you feel that it's being pushed onto kids, TaVin?
I feel like as if in certain ways it is. Now,
like what? Give me two good ones.
Cartoons nowadays, definitely a main way that's getting pushed on kids. Me being a father, I see it through cartoons. Do I have a problem with that? Do I finish? Do I really have a
push?
Is it getting strong? The whole push? Yes, not as serious. Not as serious. as most think, but it is still getting pushed to a point where even inside comics they're starting to change it. Even inside of
But
even
I think
inside
what
of
I said, Muffin,
cartoons,
was
even inside of
I
Disney,
think that people are just shocked that
it's hitting the
because
mainstream the way
what
it
I
is.
said, Muffin. Hold on. What I
when
said, Muff, what I said was our generation was ignorant to this because we were not able to talk about it in the household. We grew up in the church. It is a
yeah,
sin.
yeah,
So, it was always faggot this, dyke this, X, Y, and Z.
yeah.
Now they want kids to understand that there are people that are different than you. There are boys that may like boys. There are girls that may like
So,
girls. It may not be what you like,
yeah,
but they're out there.
people are shocked because, like, Nico, how old were you when you knew that you liked boys?
Like 7.
Okay, thank you. I was playing when we were younger. I was playing doctor, and I was a male doctor. Be that shit 5 years old
I
there. You
mean,
know what I'm talking about?
it was a
Now,
little lie.
okay.
Like when I was going to buddy,
Come on,
I was
we
doing
seen
buddy
you,
at
Nico,
in
when you was
school.
little. Little
You see what I'm
posing,
saying?
man. You was like 3, 4 years old. You can stop lying.
With a hand
Anyway,
on my hip.
yeah, thank you. But see now,
Yeah.
what people are shocked is that as kids are like, they are. Parents and kids are like communicating about it, so they're letting their kids be themselves. People can't handle that stuff because now their kids are like they're letting their kids choose.
Hold on, quick,
No,
Muff. Hold on, quick, Muff.
no,
Hold
no,
on. Oh, no. You can
What
stop.
Muffin was saying.
No. Stop real quick, Nico. Hey, Caleb, one thing for sure, two things for certain. If you don't at least have one gay character on your show, then you will get lashback that you don't include that community. One, I don't give a fuck
That's
about
not
nothing.
true.
No, stop, Nico. One, I don't give a fuck about that. I grew up around people who are gay. I have a gay brother who I grew up with, who's still my fucking best friend to this day, who I could tell anything. So I don't give a fuck about. I've been wanting him to come to the last convo. It's not about if I have someone of that community come here, I'll get backlash. I don't give a fuck if I get backlash. We're talking about the topics that gets backlash.
Everybody can talk to
You
But
did
if
what
you
I'm saying?
think about it,
I
no.
grew up
But if you
watching.
honestly
I
think
grew up
about
watching
it,
the comedy where they said the word gay and it didn't get as much hate crime as you saying nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
that's like me saying, all right, fine. As a gay
Don't.
man, nah, hold on, TaVin, because as a gay man, I'm telling you, let me tell you, all right, fuck it. Like as a gay man, I want you to stop having kids that you can't raise.
Vasectomy.
So you can't tell me, but you not you.
Oh.
I'm saying like as a gay man, I'm gonna tell. That's like me telling a straight bitch like I want you to stop having kids that you can't take care of.
Oh yeah.
But you want to tell me as a gay man that I can't be kissing no boys. So what makes my kissing boys any different from you busting your pussy open to bitches to niggas that can't take care of your kids? Question. Tell me what you think about this.
I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm just saying turn on Netflix right now and show.
Like I said earlier, if you rather your kids go out into the world with ignorance because you decided to neglect them of the education that there are these type of things, because I doubt you're having a conversation in the household, seeing how you're having a conversation here on Facebook.
So that's like
because the conversation happens at home first. Because
yeah,
if you
exactly.
actually have a conversation at home,
that's
it
like
will not
why
roll over to school to
right.
where your motherfucking kids are bullying other kids to the point where they go in the motherfucking bathroom and killing themselves or coming back with guns.
Yep.
Exactly.
So let's talk about that. So therefore, it needs to be talked about, and maybe it is being pushed a little too much in certain genres. But as far as the education goes, you're not obviously seeing that. So maybe you should sit down as the parent and read a fucking book or watch a certain show to get educated about how certain things happen and how people actually feel. Because mind you, like my old boy said up here in the corner, the kid was a double dutch nigga. Like in school, I knew I was soft, but at the same time, I knew that even now, you like can't nobody step to me now that was stepping to me when we was in fucking young because they knew like he's not going to handle his own. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna let somebody punk him. All right, dog, try now, run up.
But
like I said, it's all about education. People don't want to educate themselves. People do not want to educate in the household because guess what? They're ashamed. So you know what? Let's take it a step further. Can we hop on the second topic? All right, so we finna segue into the second topic, TaVin, because I really got to make a good point. Okay, so does Muffin, I'm about to blow your mind. People in the comments, I'm finna blow your mind. I don't even care at this point. Does me being molested from the age of 9 to damn near 17 play into me being gay?
Yeah.
You would think so.
I think you were gay before that, though.
Right.
When you was a little ass.
Exactly. But before I was of age where I can actually express it or feel like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what is this feeling? You know what I'm saying? Was that taken away from me from that time frame?
Yes.
So if I
Absolutely.
So if I had somebody I could go to in the black household and be like, hey, I'm being touched on, do you think that would prevent this from happening? No.
No.
You have to understand that the conversations were not being had then, and clearly they're not being had now.
Even if you told somebody, like,
and killing ourselves.
Even if you told somebody that you was being touched in our family, like, I don't even know if they even would have believed you.
Talk your shit. Thank you.
You know,
hello,
to like, you know, because like I know personally that like that kind of shit runs through our family. You know that and
that's it.
Yeah, I don't think that they would have believed you.
That's it.
I don't think they would have believed you. But I don't think that's why you're gay either. But I don't think they would have believed you.
Right. But like I said, I don't think that's why I'm gay either, but I think it plays into it as to, damn, what was the feeling that I had?
Nico, I just want to say, listen, we're both gay, we're both Leos, and we both born on August 3rd.
That's it. Do something, and you know what I mean? Later on, I would be like, man, if I could go back, I would go down. But
even to add,
I can't hear what they're saying in the background. Who's that?
My man who gonna be doing the podcast with me and every single thing. We're gonna do it another way for our next time around and all that shit, so that we can
even to
see everything. But
segue to
he was saying, hold on, because he was saying back in the day he had a chance where 2 females was trying to pretty much, you know what I'm saying, get at him and touch him and every single thing. He ran.
Wasn't even ready. So
he wasn't ready. What he said? He ran?
I ran pretty much.
He ran away from it. But he's saying, like, now up to date, he's thinking, well, like, damn, what if I would have stayed there and, you know what I'm saying, done something?
Because think about it, like,
I like girls.
I was being touched on. We moved to a different house over in Bowmantown. The little girl over there, like, I'm thinking, like, we cool. Like, what's up? Like, you like me? I like you. Let me touch on you. You know what I'm saying? So now me and her touch on each other because I'm thinking, like, all right, but this was really supposed to be happening. Now you go back and tell your mammy, and now bitch, like, I'm getting my ass whooped.
Customer 96, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 5.
It's really upset me. In my opinion, gay men are the most attractive, but they're definitely not attractive to me.
Wait, so it's okay for you to have 3 husbands?
Then I'd be like, damn, he fine. Then he come up to me, find out he gay. Always happens to me. I like 3. What she say?
What's that, 3 husbands?
Yeah, husband.
So wait, so you can have 3 husbands, but you not okay with your child seeing 2 gay men hold hands? Make that make sense. A husband.
Customer 97, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 4.
What? Somebody finna wash their ass.
Life of a dragon.
Oh, dude. They tell you when
they don't do that stuff. What's that stuff? The same thing that you do with your dude, kiss and hold hands? Like, what's that stuff? Help me understand that stuff.
I get pregnant, I don't do that stuff like this. I also have females who are married They come around like shit. They go.
Boom. You see what I'm saying? It's that right there, TaVin. It's that right there, viewers. Think about it. When you were talking about, you see what you said. Yes, I have gay friends, but they don't do that stuff in front of my kids. Gay friends. That is two males. I also have female friends who are married. When they're around my
Customer
kids, they don't
97.
love on each other.
Your
You see
shower
what I'm
is
saying?
ready.
It's already
Please proceed to shower
it's a
4.
gap. So you accept. It's how you word things. It's your education. It's the ignorance. In even how you type it. Like if you all right with your husband, if you all right with loving on your husband who is straight or your dude who is straight in a restaurant and your kids are there and somebody's the next booth over to you and it's a gay family and you see them kiss, what you gonna do? Get up and leave? Girl, because if you do, you're a damn fool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're in here kissing. We can't. My kids are in here. Wait a
I mean,
check,
absolutely,
please.
but I
Like
didn't
what?
accept it as a child until my own brother came out. I mean, see, that's the thing. And in a reality world, it's either, well, our generation, me personally, Caleb, I feel as if we seen it in real life. That's how we found out about it. It wasn't like they put it on the TV for us to find. No, it was either we knew someone who was that, or, you know what I'm saying, our uncles, you know what I'm saying, our ignorant family members said that word and that fit so much and described it to the point where, all right, well, we know what a gay person is. No matter if you're
And that's the problem. Y'all be trying to keep your kids innocent and y'all keep trying to keep them shy from what's actually happening out in the world. Do you not think
and
that
Gemini
y'all
are
keep,
now
oh my
hiring
God, I'm
for
trying to keep
all
my kids
positions.
innocent? Do you think
We
that's
offer
helping them when they go to
flexible
school and
scheduling,
bully
competitive
kids
wages, paid
who are
vacation
gay
time, healthcare,
or
and
who may
career development
identify as a
opportunities.
girl
To
or who
apply,
does not know
visit
or who do not know who they are?
jobs.loves.com or speak with a manager today.
That's fine. I got scrimp ass braids by ooh, child. I'm trying to be I'm stop Drake. 23. I have not been blocked yet until behave. But that's the problem. Like y'all trying to keep your
Nobody
kids
has
innocent for what?
nobody has a right to judge or control how anybody chooses to display their affection for the person that they love. If that's just like back in the day, it was like white people couldn't date black people. If a white person or a black person were dating, then it was ridiculed. It was laws put up, just like they try to put laws up now about like they put laws in different countries that like if you gay or homosexual, they'll murder you. It's just the
Yeah.
same thing, just a different like way to control. You know, people don't like what they can't control. You know what I
That's
mean?
it.
And people like that's it. And so nobody has a right to tell anybody. Like I don't care if you're straight, if you out and you straight, and I might think what you're doing is overly affectionate. It's none of my fucking business. You know what I mean? Like if I don't like it, look the other fucking way. You know, if somewhere is there and your kids see something that you won't think is appropriate, then you have a conversation with your kids. You tell your kids, you know, like, you know, like you talk to your kids about the truth, about reality, about the world. Does
That's
that
it.
mean that, like, doesn't mean that that's going to sway your kid one way or another. You just let them know what goes on outside of your household. Like,
my kids aren't
it's
even
just
at
that simple.
my kids aren't even really at the age where they even have to know about that. My kids see their uncle and they've seen their uncle with someone who, you know what I'm
And
saying,
they
Yeah,
who
call
did their business.
him Uncle
And
Jabari.
they've called them, and
do
they've called
do
that
they
man
ask you
who was
questions?
with Uncle Jabari. You know what I'm saying? It was
Do your kids ask you questions about
no,
that?
no,
No, you want to know why? Because
no.
you are not because you're not reacting in a way which will make them cause. The way you react is how your kid is gonna make your kids question what's going on.
Hello.
You know, because kids like they see something and they're just like, you know. But however you react is how your kids are going to like. You are your kid's first view into the world. However you react to
Hold on one
something
second,
is
D
how.
Muffin. She said, I mean, look, I didn't get to have a childhood. I was forced and exposed to things. So if I can keep my kids from having phones till high school, I will. And that's the problem. You're an enabler. You're an enabler to why kids go to school and do what they do, which is bully kids and make them commit
See, I'm not
suicide.
seeing these messages that y'all seeing, so I don't know what y'all even replying to.
The only influences my kids will have will be what's out of my control in school or when we're in public PDA. And that's the problem. Like, Oh my Lord.
See,
Like,
she just confirmed what I said. People don't like what they can't control.
that's it. Like,
It's called power, like so, I mean, but that's her thing. Like again, like we can't really judge
it's
either.
ignorant.
If that's how you
Like,
want to do,
if you don't
that's how
want
you
to,
want
if
to
you don't
raise your
want to,
kids. That's your choice.
that's it.
So like your kids are going to grow up, and once they get out of your household and from underneath you, they're going to experience the world, and they're probably going to make, and you're probably going to have a hard time, like dealing with your kids because like they are going to, like the kids that are sheltered are ones that get out and wild the fuck out. We wasn't
Hello,
sheltered.
right here.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Right
talking about?
here.
You know what I mean? If you're sheltered when you hit them streets. Either you're gonna wild out or she's gonna swallow your ass up. So
And
you hide your kids from the world. That's your choice, and we have nothing against you.
So,
But
quick question, real quick question. All right, to the second part of what we're gonna be talking about, real quick. Muff, you think the trauma you endured as a kid does it play a part in your up-to-date life?
the trauma that I endured as a kid, hell yeah.
yep.
I
You want to go first?
I mean, like, I had trauma. Like, my mom used to abuse the fuck out of me every way, like, mentally, physically, emotionally. And, I mean, like, and yeah, that does. It affects how it affected, not anymore. It used to affect how I approach relationships, how I saw myself, how like my like how I had, I mean, I was low self-esteem, insecurity issues. All that was because, like, being abused. It fucks you up. People, like,
Mentally,
and yeah,
emotionally, everything.
yeah, yeah. I'm telling you, it's like, for me, if it wasn't for me, like and stuff caused me, I would still be stuck in that place of resentment, anger, and fear. I don't have that no more because I chose, like, you have to like really put in some work to, because it's damage. It damages your spirit. It damages who you are as a person. When as a child you are harmed, whether it's sexually, whether it's emotionally, whether it's whether it's mentally, physically, you carry that through your life. It
One,
stays with you.
yep.
I mean, like I'm
One
telling
of the
you.
questions, one of the
Ooh,
side questions to that, real quick, Muff, is do certain things re-trigger those traumas?
Yeah, let me answer that, Muff.
absolutely. Okay, go
Let me answer
ahead.
that. All right, because like I just said not too long ago, I ain't never told nobody. I just told my parents for the first time. Mind you, I'm 33. I was molested from 9 to damn near 17. I just told my daddy for the first time last year, right? And I have not said this to anybody other than maybe 2 or 3 people outside of, like, my brothers and my sisters. Is the person that I was being molested by would reach out to me on social media to be like, hey, how you been? When you come back, let's get up and go out to eat X, Y, and Z. And it started to literally put me in a funk to the point where it started to fuck with my relationship, to then where I ended up back in Virginia to try to handle all of this. Because clearly that trauma is like why the fuck you hitting me up? Like, what we gotta talk about? You know what I mean? Like, you know what you was doing. So now I'm walking around in my relationship that I'm good in for years, content, happy as fuck. Now I'm angry for days and days and days at a time. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that anger turned into misdirected anger towards my partner, because the molester was reaching out to the molestee. And it's like, what for? So when you ask, like, do those traumas then,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying, do
TaVin.
certain things happen?
Man, Muff, I don't know what happened to Muff.
Hey, Dre, send the request and tab it. It should click on.
Mind you, like, these is my niggas. Like, they've known me since elementary school. Like, we grew up together. They knew that Nico was in the house by the time the street lights came on.
Or then sometimes.
Nico would get his ass whooped. Dre.
Yo.
Dog?
Ain't shit, brother.
Confirm with me. Was Nico in the house before the street lights was on in Stonegate?
Absolutely.
Was Nico ever outside besides if Sherelle or somebody was outside with Nico?
Absolutely not.
If Mimi came around Stonegate, was Nico outside every day with Mimi?
Absolutely.
Nico was sheltered as fuck. So when you ask, do like traumas, I used to get my ass beat for taking school supplies to school before they sent home a school supply list.
Muff, it's all good. It's all good, Muff. Hey, hold on quick, y'all. Muffin, I truly appreciate you chiming in with us and speaking every single thing. I swear I just wanted to finish off saying some good positivity because I appreciate you coming, cousin. If you want to come back in, definitely let me know, and I'll get you back in here no matter what. But, Muff, I love you to death, and I appreciate you coming in the motherfucker joining and speaking your peace, family. I truly do. Thank you.
I just got to say, Taz, stop smoking that Reggie, boy. You was smoking that thing like it was nothing.
You look like one of them little ant workers from the movie Ants. That's what you look like.
That's okay. That's okay. That's all right. You know? Somebody like it. God damn it. And she fat as a motherfucker, too.
Oh, so real quick, Taylor said...
We talk about some
stuff. Let me ask a question.
Go ahead.
We can talk about it.
Let me ask a question. All right, so if your child is molested, right?
Shooting up everybody.
Do you, this seriously, open question. If your child is molested, do you have a strong enough, I guess, communicational tactic with your child where they feel that they can come to you right now and tell you what's going on to prevent X, Y, and Z from happening in the future?
Absolutely. Like my thing with my kids, right, is like I tell my kids they kings. I tell my kids also, don't hide nothing from me. If somebody else come to tell me something my kids did, I'd be disappointed. But if they come to tell me, what else can I do but defend them? You know what I'm saying? And take care of them. Make sure that you came to me. You came to the right person. I'm going to make sure you're safe. So,
but think about it. Obviously, if your kids went and told somebody else.
Before telling me?
Yes. Where... You get where I'm going, brother?
Yeah, I get where you're going. That's because they don't feel that they can come to me. They feel like I'm judgmental or I got an issue with whatever you know what I'm saying? And they would come to me. They wouldn't come to me. They would go to somebody else. That ain't okay with me. Regardless whether my kids turn out to be gay, straight, whatever. I want them to know that they safe with me. I am their safety net. I am they guaranteed that they will always be okay.
All right. So, do you have the conversations? Do you feel like you have the conversations with them in regards to there are? I mean, your kids are a little older anyway. You know what I'm saying? But did you feel like you even had the conversation with them back then that, you know what I'm saying, there are boys that like boys, there are girls that like girls, or, and let's keep it 100, brother, were you as ignorant to it then when we were kids with them?
Nigga, I always knew you was gay, but like, but like, you know what I'm saying? But did I ever switch up and change on you, bro?
No, but did you have this conversation with your kids years ago that, hey, there may be boys that like boys, there may be girls that like girls?
Yeah, I've had the conversation. I've asked my kids. I was like, because my oldest son, this nigga about to be 15, 16, he's not interested in women. But he is like, Dad, I'm not gay. I just not interested in anything that's in my high school. You know what I'm saying? So like, who am I to say, oh, this nigga queer? That ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, man. Like, hey, nigga, you know, I don't know.
You cannot say that as a hate crime towards him saying that. Don't try hate crime on me.
I'm not, bro. I'm just being real, bro. I don't know how else but to be me, bro. Like, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say, oh, my son gay because he ain't date no girl in middle school. He ain't had no crush. I don't know what he has, but I leave the door open for him to come talk to me about whatever it is that he's dealing with. Because at the end of the day, what I eat don't make him shit. So all I have to do is respect this man as a man until he decides that he wants to be fucking Bruce Jenner. Or whatever the situation may be. But nah, no joke. All bullshit aside.
So let me ask you a question.
No, this is the greatest podcast ever. Talking to Twist. We're gonna get a couple sponsors also. Shit.
Right.
So let's say the kid is 7 and 9, right?
They too old now, but yeah, right.
All right, let's say they 7 and 9 back then. You at a restaurant. It's you, your girl, you, your old lady, and your kid, right?
Right.
There's a table over to your right.
I
said there's a couple to your right at a table.
Right.
It's a gay couple and they 2 kids.
What that got to do with my table?
No, hold on. Your kids see the gay couple kiss.
Mm-hmm.
You see how your eyes lit up like a Christmas tree? All right. So your kids see the gay couple kiss. And they ask.
If they say ill, they say ill. You know what I'm saying? It's weird to them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to address nothing. But if they why they doing that?
No, but if they say ill, but why do they have to ask you the question of why are they doing that versus you just telling them once they say ill? Like, if that's what they like, that's what they like.
But see, that's the thing. I would be like that. I'd be like, some people do the same people. That ain't got nothing to do with my table, though. Like, I'm focused on the breadsticks with the butter and shit, bruh. Like,
so you're focused on the breadsticks.
Yeah, the butter, and, you know. Are we at Olive Garden?
So you're focused on the breadsticks.
But I'm not. No, what I'm saying is, I'm focused on the time with my kid, bruh. Shut up. I'm focused on the time. Shut the fuck up because you about to go left with this shit, and this is going to become the worst podcast. Anyway.
Right. I mean, that's right. I'm sorry. Lee, are you ready? Lee, you ready?
Ahead, man.
All right, man. Real quick for y'all, the side questions. We got a few side questions here. Nico, I'm glad you're here to join us with the side questions. Real quick, for $5 billion, we sent $100 million Tuesday. $5 billion, would you open palm slap your mom?
Yo, I'm paying her something. Whole-handed, baby powder, oil, whatever the fuck is in my hand, man. She getting the business, bro. All right, on granddaddy and grandma, bro. Promise. It's gonna be a slap and run, but damn right she gonna get that jump.
All right, for 20
slap and run, I'm gonna give her the best, bro. I'm gonna try to put her lights out, but hey, look, when she wake up, she gonna have about 100 mil.
Hey,
so,
hey, Jay, so for 20 mil, would you tongue kiss your first cousin?
Wait, what?
So for 20 mil, would you tongue kiss your first cousin?
Nah. I've known them too long.
Why not?
I've been on this planet for 24. I've been on this planet for 34 years. No. Know these niggas. I know the niggas that don't brush their teeth. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Why not? Why not? Why you say why not?
Nigga, we know you gonna do it.
Why not? You was playing house.
I don't care. Trust me, I already told y'all.
I'm saying, no, hold on. I'm saying why not? Because you know y'all niggas was playing house with y'all cousins at a young age. So if you was kissing them then, why don't you kiss them now?
Who was playing house with their cousins?
You know y'all playing house over in Stonegate. In them
Damn right, and I ain't related to nobody in Stonegate.
Patricia is funny as hell.
All right, last. Hey,
hold on.
I don't like none of y'all niggas.
Hold on, quick.
Questions.
Who do you? I was leaning more towards the ignorant comments and all that stuff. I gotta ask a few real quick comments. Who you feel like gonna make it to the Super Bowl? You're a football man. Who you feel like gonna make it to the Super Bowl?
Billy?
My man. Talk.
But I feel like the Eagles gonna go.
Don't worry about
it. Are they gonna win? But I'm saying like.
Who are they gonna face? Who are they gonna face?
Cincy?
I got Cincy going all the way, bro. They want that redemption song. But I also feel like that boy Brock Purdy is business, bro. Strictly business, bro. He don't care what team he on. Let me throw the rock. He gonna take his shots. Dak let me down, bro. He don't ever show up to the games. He's fired, nigga. The only person we should sign back next year is Tony Pollard, bro.
He does not have good Wi-Fi.
Everybody else can go, nigga. We need $100 million for this draft.
Harden.
He ain't gonna come back the same. Contract.
See.
Yeah, it should be on the end of something.
Hey,
but I got Cincy and the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And I got Cincinnati winning.
Nico, can I do my dark humor joke or no? It's too early.
Yes, do it, because I laugh at them wicked shits.
Hey, ask them about the golden shower first.
All right.
What golden shower?
If your
Carisha
partner
likes to be peed on.
If your partner asks you to pee on you, would you let her?
Mark Kelly.
Now, I'm gonna be truthful.
Drip, drip, drip. All on you.
I'm gonna be real truthful right now. Drake, you may not want to be on camera for this truth. Just FYI.
Huh?
I dogged this one boy out. I mean, I wore that thing out. Nigga,
man,
I mean,
quit. I got sick. Hold
boy,
on, man. Let me finish
like
this.
bleach on a white shirt.
Nah, man. Nah, Nico, man. We told you about that shit, man. You can't do that shit, man.
Nigga asked me to piss.
And you
Piss
did
straight in
it.
that motherfucking hole. Straight in the motherfucking hole.
Did you do both hands or one? Or no hand?
No.
Did you do free hand?
I was saying no. It was like a urinal.
Terrible. You disgust me, nigga. But I would have done that to a female if she asked me to do that shit. Fuck it.
I got a stack.
Hey, nigga, why didn't you take me out to dinner? You're sick.
Well, I think
nigga.
like if you think about even with piss, a lot of niggas is starting to like get their ass ate. And they're not going to admit it. A lot of straight dudes not going to admit it. There are some that will stretch their legs behind their ears.
But I've had one weird incident where that, and she was like, "You like? No, bitch, that felt, bitch, that felt like rust, like, bruh, like, does your tongue have hair on it? What the fuck was?" Nah, that shit is not okay. Not for me. You know what I'm saying? First and last time. Never do it again. But you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you not to say you experience life? You know what I'm saying? You got to experience life.
Hold on, Dre. Kayla said, see, this is behind closed doors conversation, but I guess we all adults here. And that's the thing.
All right, well,
again, we're
then be grown then,
Kayla. Like,
shit.
If you're watching this podcast in front of your child, then guess what? That you're failing.
Yeah, Patricia, there's nothing wrong with you getting your ass ate. All right?
Like,
but,
girls. I mean,
you might have a great
you
time.
boring,
you might
Kayla.
be like on a
very,
sit
very
and spin. You know what I'm saying?
You sound boring and sheltered.
Yeah, Kayla, you got poop pussy, shawty. Yeah, that all dried up. Dust.
Off of here.
I got in trouble.
Like,
come on, man.
Like you want to, like I don't understand. How are you trying to shelter your kids from the world? You trying to table conversations. You.
Are you getting paid for that? To be funny? You get paid.
I ain't getting paid to be funny, so y'all gonna have to fire me, nigga.
All right, Dre. We appreciate you for coming here, my boy. Go ahead.
Nope, she told me to stay. See, now I'm all the way in timeout now, niggas. Y'all got me forever.
All right, look. Hey, last question. Hey, Dre, the last jump. Between a cougar and a granny, which one is more experienced and which one you taking?
How you gonna throw this man right back inside the doghouse?
Right, bro. I'm already in there. Man, I'm going to answer the question because I'm already here.
Yes.
Yes. But see,
good brother.
Because I'm already here. I'm taking the cougar. Why? Because she still got some silver streaks in her hair. The granny ain't got nothing but ripples, bruh. Like, and loose skin to hold on to. Like, I'm not trying to be barebacking across the sands with a motherfucking patent leather motherfucking. No, I'm good.
It's gonna look like she's throwing it back. Like it's like
no, it ain't, Nico. You deal with niggas with tight booty holes. I deal with women. The old lady gonna have a loose jump.
Man, I'm
like Kayla's jump.
I'm gonna take the granny because I'm sure it's gonna come with a great check.
Yes.
And,
right.
I mean, why not?
Is the pussy good? Is the granny's pussy good? It depends. Like her underwear. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck you talking about? Yeah.
This is one of the best podcasts that's out in the late night.
I'm gonna send you $20 so you can stay on the podcast.
I'm done. I'm done with
y'all.
Get the fuck out. Go outside and do that shit outside.
See what y'all did?
What we did? Man, get up out of here, bro. We appreciate you being here. Hey, Dre, tell your wife tune in next Tuesday. We're gonna be coming right back to Talking to Twist. Tell her I would love for her to
tune in to shit because I got me in trouble. I'm grounded now, man. I don't get nothing.
I understand, bro. I appreciate if she wants to become a follower. We talk about real life.
Fuck you guys, all right?
Goodbye. I got that nigga in trouble.
Hey, fucking help, dog. So, hey, Nico, taking the granny because one thing is certain, she on the way out the door. I'm gonna be.
Why not give her the Dupree experience, the Dupree dicking? Like, why not? I mean, dicking by Dupree. Like, what's up, Grandma? We're out to the life alert go off. Why not?
Cougar or granny?
Why not? We're out to the life alert go off.
Are you taking
that motherfucker? Beep, beep, beep,
beep, all right. So when you got a granny, a cougar, and a MILF, which one? How do they rank?
Cougar MILF? Mm-hmm. Wait, are we doing? Is this like fuck, marry, kill, or what?
No. Like experience wise.
Oh, experience wise. All right.
Well, I mean, they're always going to say Granny has more experience because she's the older one, unless the cougar was whoring.
Oh, because think about it, man. Like, my grandmother used to tell me how she was getting fucked up on the hill. So I know grannies be, you know, they experience.
That's the one.
Yeah, milk and cougars are top tier females. Let me be honest. MILFs and
Granny's
Cougars are
getting
top
my
tier
number one
females.
spot.
Hey, Patricia
MILF is
said
getting.
milk top tiers.
Hold on. Granny's getting on my number one spot. MILF is going second, and Cougar's going third. Because the Cougar is just usually pretty, and that pussy probably whack.
Purr.
Big purr. Like,
Fucking retarded.
I mean,
So you said a Granny, the Cougar, then the milk.
all right, me personally.
no, I said Granny, MILF, Cougar.
Granny, milk, Cougar.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, so what is the definition of a milk, and what is the definition of cougar?
Right, it's the same thing, ain't it?
Nah, a cougar, me personally, a cougar is a female who's probably more or less in her like 40s. Me personally, that's what I consider more cougar. MILF is like,
All right, here we go.
I think a
Here,
MILF
I'm gonna
is a
use
female in her
celebrities.
30s.
I'm gonna use celebrities. Hold on, Tevin. Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna use celebrities, right? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go first with Patti LaBelle. That's my granny. Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle.
That's a what?
That's the granny. That's the granny. I'm gonna wear her out till the life alert go off. All right. Then you have Janet Jackson, who is the MILF.
Janet? How's Janet the MILF?
You know, all right, fine. Scratch Janet. We'll go with somebody else then. So we got Patty as the granny.
All right, what is Sanaa Lathan?
Sanaa Lathan is basic to me, honestly. She wouldn't even be like, okay, like you from Stonegate too, girl. Like, no. Like, Sanaa Lathan is basic to me. She's low vibration.
All right, what is Angela Bassett?
I'm sorry. Angela Bassett was going to be my MILF.
Oh yeah, I'm with that. All right,
So
wait.
Patty's granny, Angela is MILF, and then maybe
who's the cougar?
Maybe hold on. I'm trying to think of a good one. Trying to think. Like Regina Hall.
Regina Hall, the cougar?
Yeah. Or Regina Hall. What's the other one? The one that plays in yeah, it is Regina Hall. The one from DC, Regina Hall.
All right.
Yeah, like
you got.
Definitely.
Oh, she said Nia Long.
Yeah.
Okay, Nia Long. We can go Nia Long too.
Nia Long.
Boom. Nia Long is the cougar. Yeah. I would fuck.
Angela Bassett is the MILF.
And Patti LaBelle is the queen.
And Patty's the granny.
The granny. Listen, the queen of the puss, the granny of the puss. Listen,
Patti LaBelle
was
going. If we're using Patti LaBelle's grandma, Patti LaBelle's going at the bottom for me. I ain't gonna hold you.
For a cougar?
Nah, Patti LaBelle was the granny. I thought.
Oh,
like, who the fuck?
Well, I wanted to hear you. That was my roster. I know that's
okay. So then, mine's. If I go on mine's, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep mine inside the area in the range.
All right.
Hold on. Let me ride. I'm
I'm trying to see what they said. Stephanie said Nia, Taraji, and Regina are cougars. So Patty's the granny, and who's your MILF?
I'm saying like a MILF is like, what's her name?
A mother I like to fuck. That's what it is, TaVin.
I know a MILF is a mother I like to fuck. I'm
hey,
trying
Nico,
to think of the female. Yeah. Wait, Lauren London is my MILF. Lauren London's my MILF. I'll take Erykah Badu.
Lauren London's your MILF?
No. Lauren London is my MILF. I'll take Erykah Badu as my granny. And then I'll put motherfucking like Ashanti as the cougar. You got to put them inside the age bracket, bruh. You see the difference in the age bracket?
You don't. You can.
Erykah
Badu. I mean, no disrespect to the two letters in Vienna. That's after that's after F and before H, like that was considered a cougar to you. So who then would you have compared to that?
Hold on, what?
Thank you. As long as somebody got it and she got it. I said the letter after F before H.
Letter after F.
Hey, Tev, ask Steph. You know she can get back on.
Who?
No.
Wait, nah, hold on. Lee, what's your wife say?
When? Oh, she said Lauren London was the MILF.
So why can't I have Lauren London as a MILF?
Lauren London as your MILF. I mean, I'm not fucking her. I
Well,
just
that's
said she was basic.
what I'm
Who
saying.
was Nunu from around the way?
Lauren London, Sierra, or MILFs?
Of course, Sierra's the MILF. Because she's a
Saying,
bad
like
bitch.
that's like why can't I put those females in that bracket?
So
like
the MILF too?
Yeah, so where? Rihanna's my MILF. Am I able to do that?
Rihanna probably be my granny, because I'm sure that thing's been wore out.
How is she a granny? She's not in the
Because that thing's been wore out.
You can say anything about Ashanti then.
Hello.
I put Ashanti as the cougar. She's up there. I put Erykah Badu as my granny. Why can't I put Erykah as the granny, put Ashanti as the cougar, and then put motherfucking Lauren as the MILF?
All right, so I got a question.
Yes.
Wait, who's your roster?
Lee can't say it. He gonna get punched.
Who? For my granny?
Yeah.
As soon as you say granny.
If you just said what you call it to be the grandma.
Why?
No.
How's it? Why can't Badu be granny?
Angela Bassett be Angela Bassett.
I asked who his roster was.
No.
We're not on
Patricia
yours.
just said that. That's why I just want to know why can't.
All right, go ahead, Lee. What you say?
All right, Angela Bassett, whatever her name is, that's my grandma.
All right, that's some vintage pussy. All right.
Yep. Because hey, once I seen how Stella got a groove back, she was already older than me.
Stella got a fucking groove back. I can't have you. Better call on time.
It's quick.
Ain't that about
okay? You said Queen Latifah.
TaVin, but this is just his Queen Latifah.
You said her grandma.
Send me go to hell.
All
go
right.
to hell.
Nope. Can I do Nia?
You froze.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
you.
Oh no, I'm
me
in here. No, I said, can Nia be my MILF?
Nia could be your what? Your MILF. All right.
All right, my cougar is damn.
What are you talking about, my girl? We're talking about who? Females here.
Denzel Washington. What the fuck?
That's it.
They saying who it was before their men.
We don't want to hear that. I mean, y'all can express that in there. Y'all can express that. I can't say we don't want to hear that.
You look. Yeah, you see your agenda. Look, you're just going against its ignorance.
Nah, it was just the way she put it in there. It caught me off guard. I don't want to talk about it, but we're going to talk about it. Hold on, let's see who wants.
Well, my cougar.
Nope, DeAndre.
No, hold on. All right, go ahead.
Hey, what? J Lo's or what?
J Lo, she gonna be the cougar?
No, what is she considered?
What would you consider?
She's a mix between a cougar and a...
I don't know her.
What in the world?
What is she, Tab?
I don't know her.
That says she's a granny.
How is J-Lo a granny?
Is she the cougar or not? Who's your cougar?
I don't got one. She said because J-Lo's over 50.
Dre,
Give me
Dre, we can't let you in. Yeah, I just want to know, Nico, you had a good girl lineup.
Yes, of course.
Cougar, give me Riri.
All right, give you. All right, that's fine. You can have Rihanna. TaVin, your list literally sucks.
Why? What I
Like
just,
your list
I'm
literally
just
sucks.
giving.
How are you hosting the podcast and your list sucks?
I'm just giving out like a bracket. You said.
All right.
Hey,
All right. So I got a question. I got a question for TaVin. You ready?
Nah, y'all can talk about that.
No, fuck Mary Kill.
Sure.
You ready, TaVin?
Yeah.
Fuck Mary Kill.
Go ahead.
You got Rihanna, Kyla Pratt.
Damn, which one is that? I remember about that.
Pretty Proud.
Mm.
All right, never mind. I'll take Kyla Pratt out.
Come on.
You got Rihanna, you got Kyla Pratt, and you got Chloe Bailey.
Who?
Chloe who?
Chloe Bailey.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, perfect. All right, let's scratch Coke. Who the fuck is this pulling up on me like this? Oh, it's our niece. All right, so you got Rihanna, Kyla Pratt, and let's go with Megan Good.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Mary Kill.
Fuck the last one you said. I'll marry
Megan Good?
Yeah, I'll marry Riri. Penny Proud.
You gonna kill Kyla?
Penny Proud's out of here. She's gonna go have a proud family up in heaven.
Lee, what's your answers?
Mary Kill. She said Gabby.
You threw Gabrielle Union in there, then Gab would have shook it up a little bit.
Gabby make more than me, so she gonna fuck the next man. I ain't gotta worry about that.
Shit. Gabrielle definitely gonna go ahead and pop that pussy for another person. She's for streets.
That first. All right, you said fuck.
Come on, let's get back to this last.
What did Lee say?
You said fuck Mary Kill. You said Riri, Kyla
Pratt, and Megan Good.
I'm marrying Riri. Kyla Pratt gone.
Nature.
And then I just fucking Megan Good.
Y'all niggas good.
Kyla Pratt gone. First thing smoking.
That nigga's getting cheated on.
They ain't ready that shit like that because we ain't let them back in here.
Oh, shit.
All right, man. Come on.
Go ahead, TaVin. Go back to what you say.
All right, let's get on to the second topic, man. Let's get on to the second topic real quick. Well, last thing, Rico, real quick. Last thing towards the first topic. Just answer this. Let's see how. I just want to see how you're going to answer it. To be honest with you, why is this a good thing and a bad thing for the youth?
What is it and a bad thing for the youth?
For the LGBTQ plus to pretty much be gay. You know, like why is it a good thing and a bad thing? What's the good and the bad?
Why is it a good and bad thing to be gay?
No, not why is it a good and bad thing to be gay. I'm saying like the way the topic.
Why is it good and bad to be? Why is it good and bad in regards to how it's being outed?
Yes, towards the youth.
Okay. It's good for the reasons that myself and Muffin stated, which were things happen in the household that you do not necessarily talk about, that come with who you are and how you are viewed and how you view yourself as not even as a person but as a human, and how you view yourself as a child battling with what you do not know. What?
No, this nigga Lee, he always just does something that just always amazing. What are you eating now? What are you eating? Ice cream? That ice cream?
My wife gave me an anniversary cake, so I'm eating it.
Happy anniversary, brother. Happy anniversary. Go ahead, Nico. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And no, so you know what I'm saying? It's good that it's letting y'all know, like it's letting y'all kids know, because clearly y'all not letting y'all kids know in the house that boys like boys, and well, some boys like boys, and some girls like girls, and it's okay if you feel different. Because like I said, it's not being addressed in the household. That's why little Billy's going to school and killing everybody. But nobody wants to talk about that. Now, why is it bad? Oh, I just said it. That's why, because if it's not talked about, then little Billy's going to school and he's bullying Deshaun, and guess what happens? Pow, 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 to the whole third grade class, and now what? Everybody's in an uproar. So, you want your kids to know that people are different than them, or do you want to be on your time because you feel like your time is the best time? But when is the right time? Honestly, like that's what people don't understand. When is the right time? Do you wait until somebody at school, until y'all get a letter in an email saying that somebody at that school got shot? You know what I'm saying? At your child's school, they got shot and killed because they told the child that they were different and they thought they were gay, and at home they're taught that being gay is bad. So now I came to school and I done shot off the black boy because he gay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta think about that. So there are goods. But the bad part is, I don't think it's not being enforced. It's educating them. Like, there's not even a bad to it. The bad is y'all. Like, y'all are trying to shield them from the world. Y'all are trying to shield them from what's actually happening. And y'all are trying to shield them because, I want them to be innocent. I want them to be young forever. And, I'll tell them when the time is right or when they come to me. Like, what? That's bad. Is when you want to tell them that the time is right. Oh, well, when the fuck is the time right? Like, really, ask yourself, when is the time right? Like, when is the right time to tell your child that there may be boys that like boys and there may be girls that like girls? You wait till they're 16? Like, kids literally start, like I said earlier, like, I knew I liked boys real young. Like, I knew I said at 7. But, bitch, I'm going to the bathroom with another boy at the buddy system. Like in 2nd grade, all right, boy, you want to see this me? Go ahead, look at it. Like, show me yours. I'll show you mine. You show me yours. You know what I mean? Like, so you know what I'm saying? You have that thought. Like, kids have that thought of what is this feeling that I'm feeling. Like, kids have the thought of what is this that I'm feeling, and they don't know how to express it. So, like, you think they really gonna come to you and be like, "Hey,
Sam, man, Sam, I appreciate that shit, bro. I appreciate that comment, bro. Look, I'm here for you all, bro. Come, you know what I'm saying? Come and talk, man. Get your shit off your chest, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, like, if your kid's gonna come to you, and be like, "Hey, I think I like girls. I think I like boys." What? Like, in truth, if I was not your brother and I was a straight, clearly, if I was a straight man and your kids have not experienced anything gay because they go to school, everything's regular. Now they see gay kids, or they think, I may like girls. You think your child's gonna come to you and tell you, "Hey, I may like girls"?
I mean, me personally, I would hope, but at the same
no, let's not act like you're not ignorant, and let's not act as if you don't make comments. So if your children have heard the comments, hold on, no. If your children have heard the comments that you made, and they came, why would you expect your child to come to you and tell you that they like the same sex after hearing the comments that you made?
Because at the end of the day, you're still my child. The comments that I made aren't towards you. That's Nico, stop cutting me off. If I'm gonna let you ride,
it's a debate, dog.
No, it's not a debate. It's sitting right here. We're letting each other talk. I'm letting you get yours up.
Made up like he's really
no.
somebody.
He always does something that makes me get distracted.
Bro, the other girl was just sitting on her bed. What is the difference? I'm doing the same thing.
Go ahead. Let me hear you, TaVin.
What I'm saying, more or less, Nico, yes, I know the comments and I know the words that I've said. I know that. Yes, I've said this shit out loud. I understand what I've said. But at the end of the day, yes, me saying that shit, I will still let my kids know. I know what I've said. But at the end of the day, don't be scared to come. Don't be scared to don't think you have to be scared to say something to me and think I'm going to say a harsh manner at you just because you told me that. No, unfortunately, I grew up in a world where since I was a kid, I've known about boys liking boys and girls liking girls. I've known about that shit since a kid, and that's a fact. That's a fact.
But
hold on.
You're not answering the question.
Yes, if my kid feel as if they can't talk to me about that because of the comments I said, then I mean, okay, I have to accept that. Hopefully, they'll be able to talk to their mother about it. If not that, me personally, I would hope my kids will want to come and talk to you because you're a person.
If I was straight,
listen.
I'm not a gay man. I said if I was straight,
if you were straight,
and your kids, and your kids have no experience of any of that, and they hear you using the F. Hold on.
There you go.
That's why I said you're not answering the question, TaVin. That's what I said, because if your kids hear you using the F word or the things you say, you know what I mean? Like, why do you think a child will want to come to you?
Everybody don't take offense towards this, so don't try to hate crime me. If I pretty much say faggot or you a fucking faggot, and my kids ask me, Dad, what's that? Is that what you're asking?
No, your kids, but your child already feels like I may be a little different. I may like the same sex. Let's say it's a third. Let's say you got 12 kids, and your 12th child is a boy. The boy always hears you saying the F word, right? I don't want to get you blocked. The boy always hears you saying the F word. Why? And he knows what that is. And he knows that clearly you're using it in a way that is not like, it's not like it's a good thing. So why would your child, the 12th child, want to come to you and express to you, hey, I may be gay because X, Y, and Z, but I'm not going to come to you knowing how you just be dropping them. You know what I'm saying? If this is how you feel about this person, there's not a way that I'm not going to feel like that's how you feel about me.
That's a validation. I can validate that and say, yes, that is true. But it's still going to end up boiling down to, okay, so if you're not going to be able to tell me, then hopefully it will be your mother. If you don't tell your mother, once again, I've came and grew up in an era where I can tell the signs. I can tell the signs, but I'm not going.
That's not true.
But
that's
I'm
not
not.
True.
Just listen. Just listen.
The signs of what?
If I feel as if I feel as if I have some same way how Nico. Okay, think about it. As a kid,
why do you have a gaydar as a straight man? First of all,
what?
Let's start there.
Why do I have a what?
Why do you have a gaydar as a straight man? First of all, let's start
there.
Because
why do I have a gaydar?
Like, but what are the signs? Like, what are the signs that you can tell that this child or this person
Okay, so hold on. Didn't you say earlier just stop. Didn't you say earlier by the age of 3 or 4 you were already posing with yourself like this, so you knew you were? Okay.
Yes, mind you. That was back in 92, not in 2026.
Now stop. You were the double Dutch king per se. No other man in your hood. No, hold on. No other boy could double Dutch other than you, correct?
That's not.
Yes or no?
Correct, but go off.
Inside of Stonegate or wherever you was double Dutching at, was there any other man who was sitting right there going with you?
No.
Okay. So then, once again, were you the one who was going to more, let me go play football or let me stay out the way and do some step routines?
I was doing steps. So let me ask you
okay,
now
stop.
Right now.
Hold on. Now stop. Me being now, like I said, we grew up together, Nico. I've said that word to you. I've said the G word. I've said the F word to you. You dig what I'm saying? And even at a young age, once again, listen. Even at a young age, I was exposed to knowing who people of this nature was from where we would go.
Bullshit, bro.
That's
because
bullshit.
I feel targeted. Because, like I said, bro, I was on the step team with Nico, nigga. I wasn't on the field and shit.
That's bullshit.
But once again, so inside of my eye view, inside of my eye view,
is Lee gay?
No,
because
but
you said, but TaVin, what you said was you can tell.
Give an example. So Lee, was
was
you playing
bullshit,
football?
though.
Lee, was you going to run to play football first, or was you running to go do the steps?
I was in step, nigga. I didn't start playing sports until I hit high school.
Okay, so then,
Thank
right,
you.
so then now, real quick, hypothetically speaking, someone was
Don't use hypotheticals
listen.
now.
Hypothetically, still speaking, someone even of our age would have been like, "Hey, you may be there. You may be there because you're not trying to play the activities that these boys are supposed to play." That as we were young men, we were always damn near saying, "Hey, you're supposed to go do the stuff that the boys do. Don't go and do the stuff the girls do. Don't play with a dog."
We're not talking about then. We're talking about now.
But I wasn't just doing step. I was in band. I was in so much. Like, it wasn't just like sports wasn't my thing. Like, I played basketball, like, because we was at Stonegate. But nigga, me hitting the field, nigga, Dre will tell you, nigga, when they was on the field, bro, I was somewhere doing something, getting in trouble. Like, I didn't play football until I got to high school. But the step, the example, that was bullshit because, like I said, bro, I didn't pick sports first.
Okay, my example, apologies for it being bullshit. I think that example because this is someone who I knew and grew up with, who I knew chose to do other things. Then I thought, well, come on, let's go play some fucking football. Let's go do it.
What are the things now? How can you tell
now? I don't
like if you look at
now. In all honesty, the things I feel as if I
pledging is stepping, and the people that pledge are not gay.
Yes, I know that. I'm saying this, like Nico said, that's back in '90s. So I'm saying back in the '90s was when I was referring to it.
So now,
now I'm trying to answer now, my brethren. Thank you.
Because we targeted when he said you went to step first. I was just like, bro,
that's why. Like, and once again, I use that because once again, it was me more or less towards him. Up to date, it's no real way you can say, oh, I know my child is gay. No, it's more. Just listen. Just listen.
I couldn't hear you. I want to make sure.
My apologies. My apologies. I've said up to date. There's the only way I feel as if you're going to be able to say or know is that pretty much if you use your past judgments, unless your kid truly shows, well, I want to, I don't know. I don't want to try to say something to get no words.
That's not true. What Kayla just said. That's
Take
bullshit.
a child
I
to
call
the
bullshit.
store and let them pick any toy they want. That may speak volumes.
No. Because I could take my son to the store. He may pick out a bacon set. Tell me he gonna be gay. This nigga may be the next top baker of New York. Like, that's
okay. So hold on. So Nico, the original question is, how can you tell that someone is gay? Right.
My son did.
Right, TaVin. What was the question?
That was the original question that Nico asked, right? How can you tell that?
No, I didn't ask that question.
I'm talking about like bring them home.
What's that last question you just asked?
No, I thought Nico had asked when he was like when you referred to the example of the step thing. I thought he had said what is the signs of someone being gay.
No, Nico.
Oh, I did. I did.
Oh,
my bad.
My bad.
So yeah, what are the signs? Like nowadays, what are the signs?
Oh, that's what I was saying. I said there's no true signs other than past judgment signs. All past judgment signs are typically used nowadays to pretty much determine if a boy or girl is more or less of that nature. You think about it, it's not unless that kid physically comes out at the age that they know they are and they say it and they stand on it and they mean it and they keep going by it all the way through their whole entire life, then yes. But to sit right here and say, well, this is the sign that shows they're going to be, no, you can't do that unless you're strictly on an old rule that was pretty much damn near.
The toys will do it.
Huh?
I said the toys will do it. The toys will tell you your child is straight or gay.
So
I
what?
mean,
Okay, so that's what I want to ask Kayla. What toys do you pick up that a boy can pick up that refers him to being gay?
because technically, one of my sons, he grabbed a Barbie doll for his farm because he had everybody else but a female.
Exactly. So it played a part. So I thought toys are unisex.
Trisha gave that deep side, so that's what I knew that it's going to be a good read. Go ahead, Trisha.
Listen, as a parent, I feel like sometimes you do know, but there's other times that you don't. Let me give you an example, and I'm going to tell you why. My 16, almost 17-year-old came out to us that she was bisexual when she's 13? She was 13 years old. She sat down with her entire family, and that's why I say it's important to have an open forum with your children, because if you do, it makes all the world of difference. She literally sat down with everybody in her family, and she came out to us, and we all hugged her and loved her. But I'm telling you, I knew that she was gay since that she was bi or gay since she was 3. Literally, I knew. My husband was like, no, 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 no. I'm like, I'm telling you. And afterwards, he was like, damn, you said you knew. Now, my 23-year-old dated boys all through high school, cheerleading, been with her boyfriend for 6 or 7 years. She's a lesbian now. So sometimes you don't know. But as a parent, it is your job to support your children, no matter if you agree with it or not. And I'm going to tell you why. Inside of the LGBTQ plus community has one of the highest suicide rates. Whether y'all know it or not, for the people that's on this platform. And as a parent, the last thing that you want to do is have your child take their life because of something that you don't agree with. And I say that to say my family is, my mom is straight up holy roller, God 100%. But you know what my mom says about my niece who's gay, who was the first one of her grandkids who came out? My mom said, it's not my job to judge her. It's my job to love her. My niece got married. It's not my job to judge her. It's my job to love her. And that speaks volume, because when you think about church and the way that I was raised, it's always a judgy situation, right? But my mom went outside of her beliefs and walked in love, because if you love Jesus, that's all you do is you walk in love. That's it. That's all. There's no other conversation to it. I'm her daughter. I'm bisexual. I didn't come out until I was in my 30s. Nobody knew. And when I came out to my mom, same thing, except at that point, I'm a married woman. You understand what I'm saying? So all this bullshit that I'm seeing from people, your kid, take them in a store and do all this, like, people got to open their mind up and stop being so damn closed-minded. You need to listen twice more than you open your mouth. Period. TaVin and Nico, y'all know how I am. I'm always going to speak truth. I'm always going to speak from the heart. That's who I am. Because when you close your mouth and you open your ears, people inside of that community or in that experience, whether it's gay or whatever, they're going to school you on some shit that you might not know, you know, because ignorance is a bliss. It really is. You know, you can't, like the whole thing on the internet when it was, oh, my son can't play in the kitchen, and like, how stupid are you? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what difference do that make? I got twins that are 2.5-year-old. Do you think I give a damn if my 2.5-year-old goes inside of his sister's pink kitchen? Nope, not at all.
You gotta let your kids be kids.
We definitely gotta do that.
Like,
I want to
you
let
gotta let your kids be kids, but still let them know that there's still other shit that's happening in the world that you may not necessarily, agree with. You may find a little nasty, but it's okay because they are different than you. You know, that's what makes them special. Just like, you know what I'm saying, you being ugly make you special.
But you know, I just think like as far as
Do you think it's being forced?
no, I don't. It has to be out there because if it's not out there, then guess what?
Little Billy going to the school and shooting up everybody because little Bradley done rubbed up on him with the shoulder too many times in the hallway.
Like
So
I don't think it's,
now,
I don't think it's being pushed on it because if you're gay, you're gay. If you're bi, you're bi. If you're pansexual, you're pansexual. Whatever you are literally that. It's in your DNA. You were born that way. And I don't think it's being pushed. I think that it has to be put out there because if it's not, then guess what? Your kids don't know anything. They're just walking into everything blindly. Like, you cannot shelter your kids. You can't. If you do, I think Muffin said it. Either you school your kids and teach them, or they go out in the street and they get swallowed. It's a fact. You know what I'm saying? It is. It's a fact. Like, all you can do as a parent is educate your kids. Period. I don't give a damn if Susie's kissing Susie or Bobby's kissing Bobby, as long as you as a parent has educated them and teach your kids to walk in love. I don't know. I don't believe in the whole narrative of like, why is gay people on TV? Because it's what kids see outside of the four doors of the wall. Shit.
Hello.
It's reality.
It's what's really happening in the world. And as much as you want to try to control it and try to keep them away from it, they're going to see it more and more regardless.
Right.
Like,
hey,
hello.
what is pansexual?
Yeah.
Would you say what's pansexual?
Yeah.
So it's like when you don't have a preference of anyone, you just look at someone as a person. So like, I could like a person who's trans or gay, or you don't really have a preference. You date anybody within that community, basically. Did I explain it good, Nika?
Yeah, like like she pretty much said, like you just, it's more so about a connection.
Yeah.
It's not more so about if you're a man, a female, a bisexual, a gay, a trans, non-binary. It's just more so about the emotional, mental connection between two people.
Yeah,
so,
because people that are not in our community don't understand that gender and sexuality are two different things. They're not the same. They're not.
So what is that non? Look, I'm not even lying. Like I heard the words, but I never paid attention to what they are. What is that? The non-binary.
Non-binary.
What is it?
That is shit. Is that when they don't know? I mean, let me not say they don't know. Now, let me give you the Google answer. Hold on. Can y'all still hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Non-binary and genderqueer are umbrella terms for gender identities that are not solely male or female. All right, so they identify as what they consider a cis male. You just a male. You have your mother, who is a cisgender woman. You have me, who is a gay male. However, you may identify as he and him. I identify as he and him. Your mother identifies as she and her. But let's say we have little Barbara right here. Little Barbara is clearly a female, but she identifies as they, them, them. What is it?
They, them, she, him, her.
Or she identifies as they, them.
Yes.
She doesn't identify as she or her.
There you
go. So when he's talking to Barbara, it's like, and you know what? The truth be told, like when you have conversations, I don't understand how you have the conversations to be like, they said that they saw they kissing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how it really works.
They were kissing them. Like, I think
Yeah,
that's like
I
my
don't understand that
daughter.
part of it.
She's 17, so I think like that's something that they've kind of identified within their age group. Because when I was coming up, really it was only gay,
Gay, bi,
bi, that's it,
and drag
and
queen.
drag queen.
And I'm sorry, no, not even that, because TaVin, I'm really not trying to get you blocked. It was gay, black. It was gay, bi, and tranny. That's all it honestly was.
Yeah, well,
And it didn't come until later that tranny was
derogatory.
a derogatory word, just like faggot. You know what I mean? But a lot of people then was taught that
But wait a
even
minute, Nikki,
faggot meant
though.
a bundle of sticks back then, but then gay meant happy. You know what I mean? Like go ahead.
But wait. Technically, I think it all depends on the person, because I know people that are trans and they don't care about being called a tranny. But then I know other people that are, that they see it as a derogatory.
Very true.
You know what I mean? I think it all depends on the person and the personality, but I think to be
No, that makes a lot of
politically
sense, because even when Sherman had called me queer earlier, I was like, I'm not no fucking queer. I was like, that is a white boy's term. I'm a gay black man. Like, you're not finna call me queer. Todrick Hall is identifies as queer. Like, Todrick Hall thinks that he is a white woman or a white man. You know what I mean? Like, I identify as a gay black man. Like, I've never in my 33 years ever identified as a queer, because like queer to me is
you're not queer.
It's like pretty much the equivalent to a faggot.
Yeah, or like a sissy boy.
And and like a sissy, I pass. I'd rather go pass and collect my $200, but put me in jail this round, because I'm not finna be nobody's queer. No thanks.
Yeah, I think like now in our community, like people are really hypersensitive too, and I think that's why you really have to be careful about what you say, right? Because where you and I are like kind of from a harder generation because of our family, so we're not easily offended. But then if you get someone like, let's say Yanni, who's 23, you get someone from her generation, they may be easily offended. So I think it also has to do like with generations and what generation you come from, because I don't know, this nation is just very hypersensitive. They're very offended by everything.
Is it like a generational curse?
No.
I compared it, Trisha. I compared it to generational wealth. Like, generational wealth was like being gay. It was not talked about in the household.
It is.
And now it's being talked about now, like it's nothing. It's being talked about how you make money now to last, and how it's okay to be different now, so that you're not doing what people were doing then to kids, that like what y'all was doing to me at Dogwood, Lee, what y'all was doing to me in Stonegate. Like, now they don't want kids to be doing that to kids, because now kids are taking it further. Like, they are taking it way further, to the point where it's suicide now. Kids taking guns to school and killing other kids because kids is touching up on them because they, they think they different, so the other child different too. And that's not what it is. It's, like I tell everybody earlier, like, it's ignorance.
It is.
It's ignorance, and it's ignorance that lacks education. Because if you educate your kids in the house, then they won't go to the school and bully another child because they're different.
That's true.
So therefore, when things happen on TV, they're showing your kids that, look, there are boys that like boys. There are girls that may like other girls. It's okay to be different. It's okay if you feel like this, and this. Because y'all don't necessarily know how to show it in the household. Y'all don't necessarily know how to have that conversation, because that's not what you live in.
That's true. But I think it's also generational wealth is based on the simple fact, like you said, we're having a conversation, or you're open to the conversation, right? Yep. Like, you're just open to it. Like with me, I'm open with my kids, and anybody who knows me knows that I talk to my kids about any and everything. Literally, we have an open door inside of this house. If you're going to do something, like we were the parents with our kids, okay, you're having sex, okay, let's get the banana, let's hop and get this condom and make sure you know what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? Because those things are important. But at the same time, my child being able to come to me and tell me, my children coming to me and saying that they're gay and bisexual at the same time is very important for them to know as well, because being 30-something years old and living with that and not telling anybody, that was a lot to deal with. You know what I'm saying? As I'm saying for myself, that was a lot to deal with, like holding that in because of how I was raised and the perception that I was taught that I should give out to other people. Like, we look like the Brady Bunch, you know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. We're married, we have kids, but my kids know I'm bisexual. I don't hide that from them. Like, they know. I'm open with my kids about it. Like, I don't hide that shit from my kids. And I feel like this. At the end of the day, if your kids are able to come to you and tell you, and you have that open door with them, they're not going to give a fuck about what nobody thinks when they walk out the front door. Period.
Nope.
Period.
Nope.
Like, point blank. They're not going to give a fuck. And that's important for your kids to walk out of the door with confidence and their head held high. Like, I don't give a fuck who thinks who doesn't like that I like girls or that I like boys. Like, that confidence is so fucking important.
That's it.
Like,
I'm getting off of here. I have to work with Amazon in the morning, and it's 12 o'clock.
I was going to say,
You have to have me on here for 2 hours.
everybody, I truly appreciate everyone. Yes, I was going to say, I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Thank you all, Nico, definitely you, telling us every single thing you've been through and expressing every single thing, and also being a true stand-up man inside that community with all the words you said and all the knowledge you provided tonight. I truly appreciate everybody. Green Eye Hornet, I appreciate you also. Thank you so much for coming in here and speaking, and I love you more. You have a great night and have a beautiful weekend.
You too, babe. Bye. Love y'all.
Bye. Love you too. Everybody who's still in here, man, I truly appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody who made comments. You know, once again, like I said, I want everybody to express their First Amendment. You're allowed to say what you want to say, talk how you want to talk. Just don't get, mad at the comments or, the words that may come back. Just take it as, a listening time, listen, you know what I'm saying, and learn something. Don't always take stuff as being like it's thrown at you or someone's being harsh towards you or trying to criticize you all the time and all that negativity, so glad we were all able to talk about this, and it was something that we definitely, everybody, that was needed to be talked about, So, thank y'all again for tuning in and talking to Twist. Y'all have a great night. Episode 2.